Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. It's a double upload day you're getting to, and that is because there's going to be the preview later on for Luton Town versus Chelsea coming on later in the day. So make sure you guys are here for that, to be here for all the content as it drops. Make sure you are hitting that subscribe button, hit the notification bell to be notified once I have uploaded. On top of that, smash the like button if you do enjoy this, and check out all the socials. The links in the description, including Shootout, where myself and George did upload our thoughts on North London's capitulation last night. What happened? Tottenham, and what happened Arsenal? Listen, I'm going to try and milk this as much as possible because I'm not sure when it's going to happen again this season. Chelsea win a football match and the two North London teams lose at the same time. We've not seen this since, what, 2017? So, listen, enjoy it because it might not come around again this season if I'm being completely honest. Anyway, preview for the game later on is there. Shootout video and our thoughts are here, so make sure you check that out after you are done with this. Let's get cracking with what we have to talk about today in video number one. And there's a little bit of teasing going on, should we say. Well, the January window is around the corner. It's days away, although I don't suspect big things are going to happen when we talk about what we're talking about in this video here, around a certain individual here who has been teasing here. So let's get right into it. This is the latest on Victor Osimhen. Someone told him on X, happy birthday, Victor Osimhen. Please come and rescue Chelsea soon. And this is the picture of Victor Osimhen when he was much younger, wearing a Chelsea shirt, the Chelsea shirt that we wore in 2012 when we won the Champions League. Good times, right? Now, that was a happy birthday wish from a fan to him. Happy birthday, Victor Osimhen, by the way. Yeah? Didn't know it was your birthday. Happy birthday. I wish you all the best. I hope you have a good day and big wishes for the year ahead in your life. Well, I'm hoping one of those things are going to be maybe what he's alluding to. This was the wish and this was his response. Heart, and prayer hands. Now, listen. Why would he reply to this? Out of all the birthday wishes he got, he replied to this one. Why? Is John Obi Mikel at work? Is John Obi Mikel actually been doing, the work required to maybe turn his head a little bit? Has the foundation been set for this guy to, even with how far in the trenches we are, how far in the grave we are, yeah, let's be honest, we are 6 feet under right now, yeah, there's no sign of life, right? Even then, is there a foundation being laid for a move of Victor Osimhen to none other than, not Arsenal, but Chelsea Football Club? Is this actually possible? Personally, I'll be honest, in terms of player to club, I think it's completely possible. Completely possible. But what about the reverse? What about club to player? That's my concern. And this is where I have one simple message for Chelsea Football Club. It could not be more simple than what I'm about to say. Pay the release clause. Pay the salary. That's it. It's as simple as that. Pay the release clause. It's not even a gigantic release clause for a player of his stature. 130 million euros. If we're going to do the conversion rate, right? Let's do the conversion rate. Because I don't know what the latest euro to Great British pounds is. Okay. All right. It looks like that it's actually, the gap's been narrowed. I don't like that. It's not good for the British pound. We need the pound to have significant gap with the euro in order for us to get more value for our money. Well, 130 million euros is equivalent to 113 million pounds as of today. I'm hoping for the British pound and the euro to get a larger gap. That way we have to spend less that way. Fingers crossed. But there's a 130 million euro release clause in his contract. Trigger that, so then we haven't got to even talk with ADL or Napoli, yeah, because we've been there before. Todd Bowley, Egbali, you guys on you. You don't know them. Yeah, respectfully, you don't know them. They aren't brilliant to deal with. We've got history with that side. It's hell when having to talk with them. And that was when we had Roman and Marina and all of that. We had some, people that were actually quite stubborn in their ways and difficult to negotiate with. And even we found that difficult, yeah? So I don't want to, think that just a dinner, yeah, a nice meal is going to just smoothen everything with Napoli. ADL will have you running around his little finger. Yeah, let's not. So, trigger the release clause. So we haven't even got to talk to Napoli. Thank you very much. We're gonna talk to your player because we've triggered the clause and get lost. Yeah, that's basically it. And then Victor Osimhen, how much are you getting at Napoli? Yeah. All right. Listen. We'll match it. How does that sound? Yeah? At best, we'll start with the negotiation by matching it, yeah? Give him a little bit of respect. Don't try and bring him down, because if not, he ain't going anywhere. So, match it. If he's not happy, then maybe start negotiating a little bit, but the truth of the matter is this: pay him the money. No compromising here, no trying to penny pinch here, no trying to, come under the salary cap. No. If you want top players, you're going to have to pay top dollar. That's part of changing the strategy that we have, that we need to do at this football club in order for us to get ourselves back on track. So, Victor Osimhen, I don't know what's going on the player side, but I have to say, I think he's not against the move. Pay the money. It's as simple as that, Chelsea Football Club. Pay the money and we will be able to get him. Not this January. Look. Before him signing the contract, I would have said January is impossible. There's a release clause. Like I've said, we don't even need to talk to Napoli. If Chelsea are serious, yeah, they can land him in January. They can. Because there's a release clause. Release clause is active. Boom. Unless if there's a clause in that contract that maybe the clause can't be triggered up until the summer. If that's in the contract, then that's a different story. But I don't know. I'd like to think if there's a release clause, then that's not time relevant, which means that you can trigger it immediately once it comes to the first opportunity, which is the January window. If that's the case, trigger it. Trigger it. Pay him the money, get him to the bridge. That way, as soon as Nicholas Jackson comes back from AFCON, because I expect Senegal to go far, he's going to find Victor Osimhen at Cobham. Yeah? I mean, and look, even for Jackson, that would be fantastic. Some of you are probably thinking, what? No, but Jackson's rubbish. No, but listen, I'm not going to say that he's completely dead. Yeah, he's not. But he's got so much to learn, man. It's ridiculous. Just the amount of mistakes and poor finishing we see. But he's young and he's got time on his hands, but he needs a mentor and he needs someone that he can develop with and grow with. And I'd like to think if that's the case, maybe down the line, we might see something good from Nicholas Jackson. You put Victor Osimhen there with him and brilliant. That's it. We don't need to talk about the strike force any longer. So let's do it. Chelsea, if you're serious, change the strategy. This would be part of changing the strategy. This would be part of being serious. Go and get Victor Osimhen. It's as simple as that. Clearly, he's interested at least. Go for it. And let's see. Now, let me know your thoughts down below. Victor Osimhen, teasing for Chelsea here. Mad. Let's move to the next story, which we're going to end with. And it's coming out of Italy. And this backs up exactly what my theory is when it comes to the Super League. Some people, I believe, are naive. I'd like to think I'm not. And I'd like to think that this is playing into the hands of where I think it's heading. So, let's get into it. Fabrizio saying the Italian Federation, the FIGC, decided to approve clause to prohibit access to the Super League to Italian clubs. The FIGC will not allow to join any competition other than UEFA, FIFA, and FIGC ones. If any club joins the Super League, it will be excluded from Serie A 24-25. I stick to what I have said. And the Premier League haven't come out publicly, but we've heard that the UK government were looking at bringing in a possible regulation and a footballing regulatory body that will oversee any teams that wish to participate from the Premier League. And they are putting the idea forward that if they do want to go and play the Super League, that they will be excluded from the Premier League and English competition as well. Do you see where it's heading? The Super League want to paint this picture of, oh no, don't worry, the teams will be in their domestic competitions and they will be playing the Super League alongside it. No, they won't. No, they won't. No, they won't. No, they won't. This dream that the Super League is going to be open and inclusive to all the domestic competitions is a lie. As far as I'm concerned, it's a lie. And the Super League may well even put that as the beginning just to get teams through the door. But you best believe, and I will continue to say this until when it will possibly happen, they will end up closing the Super League. And maybe not even because they have done it by force, but they're doing it because the other teams are getting excluded out of their domestic leagues, which plays right into the hands of the Super League. You best believe that they've come out with a picture to go, we're going to be, collaborating and be inclusive with all the domestic competitions. In the back of their heads, they know that if it were to happen and teams start coming to the Super League, there's a good chance that those teams will get kicked out of their own leagues. And the Super League will go, oh no, what a shame. They got kicked out. You got kicked out of your domestic league. Oh, man, we didn't want this. But don't worry, we will look after you. Come, and you can spend your entire season playing Super League. We will look after you. Don't worry. You best believe the Super League are happy for that, man. Don't be naive. Don't be naive. Like I've said, this plays into the hands. Governments, regulatory bodies, in the long run, I think support a Super League. Don't get it twisted. I think they support a Super League, man. In the long run, in terms of the way industries, globalization, the way things are going, you best believe, man, they will play into their hands. There's big financial benefits, big industrial benefits, big opportunity for growth, big benefits heading into 2030 for their agendas in order to collaborate with a Super League. But I don't think they want to come out publicly and say that because it will trigger all the fans. All the fans will be like, what? And we'll probably see the same level of protest like we saw the last time. So they're playing their cards right this time. And like the Italian Federation have come out and said, if any of you go, we'll exclude you. Like I've said, is that meant to be a threat? When I saw the possibility that the Premier League teams might do that, is that meant to be a threat? That's not a threat. Some of the clubs will go, okay, bye, and they'll bounce. When they're going to be picking up, I don't know how many millions playing in the Super League, which they don't get playing even UEFA competition, Premier League, it's La Liga, Serie A, all these. They're not getting that. Plus, they get into the Super League and they don't even need to worry about targets. They don't need to worry about making top 4, top 6, winning a cup. No, we're in the Super League. It's great. We're staying here. Just don't get relegated. Yeah? And we're here. It's fine. And we're making tons of money. And then if we end up winning it, It's a cherry on the cake. And if we don't, it's okay. Much like the way that American sports is laid out, where there's no promotion and relegation, although in the Super League that there will be multiple divisions. But you're finishing mid-table in your division. You're getting tons of money, and yeah, you're playing the best teams in the world on a weekly basis. What's left? There's nothing left. You've hit the pinnacle. It's done. So, do you know what I mean? It's just going to take the sting out of everything, but the financial benefits are going to be through the roof. So, in the long run, I think eventually teams will end up having to choose between their domestic competitions and the Super League. And one by one, they'll be heading to the Super League. Eventually, we will get the Super League and domestic competitions will probably die. So there we are. That's where I think it's heading. It won't be sudden. It won't be maybe this season or even next season. But you think 2030, 2035, heading into that, that's where football's heading, I reckon. Up to the fans to keep making a fuss about it and not buy into the idea, not be naive that what you're hearing is what you're going to get. It's as simple as that. So let me know your thoughts down below. Much appreciated. And I will see all of you later on for Luton Town versus Chelsea preview. Make sure you're there for that. Thank you all so much. Do not forget, once again, to hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Hit the notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. On top of that, check out Shootout, like I've already linked for that video over there. Predictions coming out later on there as well. So make sure you're subscribed. Much appreciated. And I'll see all of you later on. Have a good one, people. See you later. Take care and peace.